A day after the worst mass shooting in U.S. history, investigators want to know what drove a man to spray bullets into a crowd enjoying a concert. Good morning. It is Tuesday, October 3rd. You're watching FiOS 1 News. I'm Christine Persichetti. We'll get to traffic and weather in just a moment, but first, the latest on the shooting in Las Vegas. The attack killed 59 and hurt 527 more. And we're learning more about the victims this morning, who include a Navy vet, a mother of 3, and a Las Vegas police officer. Candlelight vigils were held overnight in Las Vegas. Flags across the country at half staff honoring the victims. We're also learning the suspect, Stephen Paddock, liked guns, poker, and real estate deals. Law enforcement and family members can't explain why the former accountant would want to inflict so much damage. Marcy Gonzalez joins us now from Las Vegas with the latest. Marcy.
Good morning. Police believe the killer acted alone, and as they work to learn more about him and why he did this, the focus for so many people who are mourning today is solely on all of those lives lost.
In prayer and through tears, the victims honored overnight.
It's okay to mourn those you love.
28-year-old Afghanistan Navy vet Chris Roybal, Hannah Allers, a mother of 3, a Las Vegas police officer.
One of my officers was off duty attending the concert and lost his life.
Special education teacher Santa Casey and the 55 others mercilessly killed at a country music festival Sunday night. The murderer, 64-year-old Stephen Paddock, breaking the windows of his room on the 32nd floor at the Mandalay Bay Hotel along the famed Las Vegas Strip, shooting into the crowd of 22,000 people below before killing himself.
We've got the room secure. We've got one suspect down, multiple firearms.
Those nearly 24 firearms found in the room included, according to a source, an assault rifle modified to fire like an automatic machine gun. 19 more firearms and ammunition also found at his home in Mesquite, Nevada. Neighbors and his brother dumbfounded.
Steve had nothing to do with any political organization, religious organization. No white supremacists, nothing.
Police say several pieces of media were also found in the hotel room, including, a source says, a video camera. Investigators hoping that evidence could offer some insight into the motive for the massacre that left more than 500 people injured.
I was carrying, whether they were dead or alive, as many people as I possibly could.
And now the ongoing outpouring of love from this community. People waiting in line for hours to donate blood.
And people from across the country have already donated nearly $3 million to help the survivors and the victims' families. Live in Las Vegas, Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News. Now back to you.
Thanks, Marcy. We'll have more on this story coming up, but first, let's check in with meteorologist Brian Fitzgerald for your forecast. Brian.
Christine, thanks so much. As you step outside the door this morning, it's cool, just like it was yesterday morning, so you want to make sure you have either the big sweatshirt with you or the jacket. Patterson, the current reading is 52. It's 47 in Point Pleasant, and it's 39 over Parsippany and in Vernon this morning, so cooler inland, no doubt about that. Most areas coming in calm in terms of wind speed. Newark has a wind out of the north at around 8 miles per hour. The satellite and radar picture showing dry conditions. Now, we're expecting a lot of sunshine today. A few more clouds towards midweek, and then as this front approaches, it could bring a spot shower by the time we get towards Thursday. But up until that point, temperatures will continue to warm. We head towards the 70-degree mark this afternoon. We've got details on your 7-day coming up. Time now to get a check on the roads. Good morning, Allie.
Good morning, Brian. A look at the Garden State Parkway shows some pretty heavy delays. This is all due to the morning rush by exit 136. We do have some delays out there due to some crashes. We have fuel spill on I-78 near Union westbound. We have right lane blocked right by exit 52. A heads up there. Also a crash investigation going on I-80 right near Parsippany, exit 38. 2 lanes are closed. As you can see, this is causing delays on both sides of the highway right now. We certainly want to avoid that area. And the Holland Tunnel once again today. We do still have emergency repair work going on, and crews will be closing down lanes throughout the day. They've added extra path trains during the morning rush so you can avoid taking the Holland. You can see the Holland Tunnel right now is about a 16-minute drive from New Jersey into New York, 20 minutes on the Lincoln. George Washington Bridge slowing down here on the lower to 13 and 16 on the upper. Again, extra path trains have been added for the morning rush so you can avoid the Holland Tunnel. They are all running on time. I'm Allie Warshawski. That's your FiOS 1 News traffic report.
People from our area who were in Las Vegas when the shooting rampage happened are making their way home. Files 1's Arnold Godoy is at Newark Airport with more.
This morning, as travelers return from the popular tourist destination, a few of them are sharing their stories with us. Keisha King was on a rooftop bar in the area when the shooting happened. That bar was shut down immediately. She made her way to the resort where she was staying. When she got there, people who had been at the concert were making their way to the resort as well.
And so when we finally made it back safely to Tahiti, there were a lot of people coming back. There were a group of like 6 to 8 girls that was there, and there was like mascara everywhere. They were crying. One girl had one boot on, one girl had no boot on, and I just felt the need to ask, "Are you guys okay?" Not expecting for one of them to turn around with all this black mascara on her face, and she's like, "We're alive." I didn't sleep that night. I couldn't turn the TV off. I did not sleep that night.
Later this morning, we'll be hearing from more passengers off of this flight and their experience after this tragedy in Las Vegas. We're in Newark. Arnold Godoy, Fios 1 News.
A Middlesex County woman is among those injured in the Las Vegas shooting. She's in the hospital there this morning. A family member posted on Facebook that Jenna DeCandio of Jamesburg was shot in her hip and pelvis area. The bullet missed her stomach and vital organs. The family thanked everyone for their prayers and kind words. We will continue to monitor her progress. Stay with Fios 1 News on air and online as we learn more in the coming hours and days about the deadly mass shooting in Las Vegas. Senator Bob Menendez says he's getting frustrated with his corruption trial, that he's not able to return to his work in the Senate. He spoke with our Dominic Carter yesterday outside the courthouse in Newark, where he also talked about the shooting in Las Vegas.
Speaking to Fios 1 News, first the senator talked about the shooting in Las Vegas.
First of all, my thoughts and my prayers are with all of those who lost a loved one and many who are injured. And as someone who has always raised concerns about gun violence in our country, this is a horrific event, the most significant mass shooting that we have had in the country's history. I don't know when we will wake up.
With his federal corruption trial, Menendez is forced to be here at the courthouse and not in Washington. New Jersey senior senator told us he will be vindicated.
So yeah, I have a degree of frustration, but I look forward to being exonerated, returning to the Senate, and being able to do the work I've always done.
Menendez is just back from a quick trip to observe the devastation in Puerto Rico and says he can understand the frustration of the mayor there and her ongoing war of words with the president. In the courtroom, an FBI agent back on the stand yet again, testifying that in the same time frame of Menendez delivering a State Department meeting for co-defendant Dr. Solomon Melgen regarding Melgen's port security business in the Dominican Republic, the eye doctor committed to a $60,000 contribution for Menendez. So this week for testimony will be a short one, concluding Wednesday. At the federal courthouse in Newark, Dominic Carter, Fios 1 News.
A hiker and his dog are safe this morning after being rescued by police. The man got lost near the Lake Mohawk Golf Club in Sparta on Friday looking for his dog. That's according to NJ.com. Officers followed the sound of the hiker's voice and found him near a cliff. Police say the man and his dog Guido were escorted down from the cliff safely and reunited with family. You're watching the Fios 1 Morning Edition. We have much more news, weather, and traffic straight ahead. Stay with us.
Brought to you locally in part by Modular Homes Factory Direct.
Hi, let's go behind the scenes on the filming of Modular Homes Factory Direct on the DIY network. Modular Homes Factory Direct, product and savings fly high with DIY, Self-GC program. DIY brings to reality the Modular Homes Factory Direct experience from delivery and set to completion, saving Mr. and Mrs. Dobbs tens of thousands. You can save thousands of dollars, and you can do it now.
Have you made the time to talk to your family about your final arrangements and expenses? The average funeral costs between $7,000 and $10,000. That's quite a burden for your loved ones. You have options. Call today to learn about the advantages of having a final expense plan in place to help cover funeral or other final expenses. If you're under 85, there is no medical exam. Your plan cannot be canceled, and the rates for this type of plan will never increase and benefits will never decrease due to age. A quality plan will pay up to $30,000 for funeral and any other final expenses, allowing your family to deal with grief, not worrying about final expenses. Call now. Our representatives will answer your questions, address your concerns, and give you peace of mind. Also ask them about a free prescription discount card. Give them a call. There's no obligation. Call now. Help your family today.
Call 1-800-386-4980. That's 1-800-386-4980.
The weather can make a mess of your weekday commute and ruin your weekend plans. In New Jersey, there's one place to turn to get your accurate expert forecast. FiOS 1 News and our exclusive Weather on the One. See why more and more people get their weather from FiOS 1 News. You're watching FiOS 1 News only on channels 501 and 1. Only on Verizon FiOS TV, the one place.